Stop. Before you pay a designer thousands of dollars or get trapped in an expensive Wix or WordPress subscription, look at this clone loopholes. What if you could take a $100 million SaaS website, a top-ranking affiliate blog, or your biggest competitor's layout, and instantly clone its entire design with a single click? Welcome back to Digital Review Hub. Today we are doing a raw, unfiltered review of UniBuilder AI, the world's first 100% agentic website builder that promises to steal competitor layouts and turn them into your own brand templates. But is this the ultimate free hosting cheat code? Or are these AI clones full of broken code and glitches? Let's dive straight into my computer screen.
So the first thing you'll notice when you log into UniBuilder AI is we have the most insane dashboard that you will have ever seen in your life. At the very top, you can see that we have an overnight brief. These are things that the agent has been doing overnight. It's been researching opportunities across different news stories, across different keywords, across our own data, and how our sites are performing in terms of page views and analytics, and more generally also across the wider internet, across our competitors as to what they are doing. And you can see it's unearthed these different opportunities and things that we can go and have a look at. Now you'll see there are some quick links here at the top. We can create a new post, launch a new agent, generate a new product, launch a quick site and clone a site, all of which I will go through as we go through this training. You'll also notice on the right that we have the site health of our different sites, both in terms of page views and the traffic that they are generating, the number of posts that they're getting, and overall how well our site is doing. And one of the cool things about this is that we've, because we've been building sites and generating traffic and making commissions and making money for so long, one of the cool things that we've done here is that we have basically preloaded all of that knowledge into the AI agents. And so normally when you get a site, you build the site goes live, and you kind of don't know what to do with it. You've got no idea how to actually manage the site, how to add content. Do you get backlinks? Do you target keywords? What on earth do you do with this site? Well, all of that knowledge is preloaded into the AI agent, and it will constantly suggest the next step for you and the agent to do to ensure that your site succeeds. Now, if we scroll down, you'll see that we have this opportunity feed, which is what the agent generates. It can run every single day, it can run every 2 days, it can run every 7 days. But you can see that there are several categories here. We have news stories, keywords, backlinks, and the brain itself, the agentic brain, is what generates these opportunities every single day. It sees what's happened on the wider web, and it decides what to put in front of your eyes. You can decide to action those, and then all you need to do is just click a button and they are going to run. So we have news stories. These are new news stories that are happening in the space. You can ask the AI to go and create content about those. We have backlinks, which are the backlinks that our competitors are getting. We can go and clone those backlinks. We have keywords, which the AI has found, which we will want to target. And then we have AI suggestions, which are general AI suggestions based on all of the things that are going on our site. Now, in terms of launching agents, the way it works is you have one agent per site. You obviously will want your agent to be focused on what your site is about. You'll enter a description, you'll enter some keywords, you'll enter the competitors, and then that is sufficient for the AI agent to kick in. You can have it run every day, twice a week, and also once a week. And one of the cool things about the tool, which I'll come on to in just a second, is the ability to create not just entire sites and not just run them and grow them agentically, but also the ability to create pages. And this is something that really kind of taps into the cloning engine and the page composer, which I'll also come into and demonstrate in a second. But the idea of adding a product, there's kind of two ways to do this. One is to add a product that's one of your own, and that will then allow you to build an entire site around that product, not just the sales pages or the blog pages, but also, organic content and posts that will supplement that particular product. But what we can also do is we can basically find an affiliate program that we want to promote and drop this in as a product. And now it becomes a product, or rather, as we call it, an identity that we can build a page, a sales page, an affiliate review, a landing page, an upsell, any type of page we can build around that given product. So you can see here I've put a description for ClickFunnels, which is a UniBuilder competitor. You can see I've put a few kind of tongue-in-cheek comments here in terms of the price, in terms of the lack of AI features. But if we actually scroll down, you can see that we have all of these different fields pre-filled by the AI. Now, of course, if the AI can pull this information from the page, it will do so. If it can't, then it will generate those and kind of fill in the blanks, which is really, really cool. It means that you basically have all of this data here, which you can then go in and edit and tweak, and which will now be used and will now be referenced for any page going forward. Okay. So that is the product generator, and that is how that works. Now, if I scroll down, you'll see we have a field quick site, and this is one of the most powerful features within UniBuilder, not just the ability to agentically manage and grow sites, but the ability to agentically launch an entire site, a multi-page site, a site with content, with posts, with images, with the entire site structure, the navbar, the footer, the header, a sales page, all of these things, affiliate reviews, everything that you want, all from a single text prompt, okay? And the way that this one works is we just go over to the quick site page, we enter a description of the site that we want, we click on get 3 proposals, and the AI will then generate those proposals. It will come back with 3 different ideas for the site. We choose the one that we want, and then it will build out the entire site, and we can basically just publish it in a single click. And so you can see here's a page that we've built. This is the confirmation page. These are all the different pages that it's suggested. We can go in, of course, edit one of these, but we click a button and we publish this. The site is now live, and then later on we assign an agent to the site, and it's now going to go and continue to grow this site off the back of a single text prompt. And by the way, the cool thing about this is that the web host that we recommend is actually a free web host. You can, of course, upgrade and add various features, but it's absolutely fine to use this web host called Netlify, is the one that we recommend, entirely for free. You just go and register a domain. You don't even have to register a domain. You can use a subdomain if you really want to, but you can register a domain, assign that to Netlify, and now your site is live. And all you need to do to update the site is update it on UniBuilder and then drop that into Netlify, and it will then go and build your site. Your site is now hosted on the web and is managed agentically. It really is that simple. It's absolutely insane how powerful this thing is, but how simple it is to actually get these sites live. Now, the next feature I want to talk about is the clone engine, which is the ability to clone websites. Okay, and we've put a lot of time into thinking about how we actually approach this, because the basic idea to cloning sites is it really comes down to 3 components. The first one is the identity, which is the same as the product idea I just talked about a second ago. The second one is the design, the style sheet, the font, the images. And the third one is the structure of the site, the sections and the blocks rather. And so what we've basically done is we've split all 3 of these up. And so when you clone a site, you just go over to the clone page, you enter the URL of any site that you want to clone, be it a sales page, a SaaS website, an affiliate review page, an e-commerce website, a blog, whatever the site is that you want to clone. You put the URL in here, you click the clone, it's then going to run for a few minutes. And then what it will do is it will create, firstly, the site identity, which relates to the copy and the features and the niche and the keywords and the tags and the headlines, and basically what the words of the site are about. Secondly, it will clone the design, which is the color scheme and the fonts. And then thirdly, it will clone the blocks, which are the structural parts of the site. So does it have a hero block at the top? Does it have a nav bar? Does it have a layout with an image and 3 bullet points on the right? And then does it have a tagline with a big call to action button? It will basically decompose the blocks. And so what you end up with once you enter the URL of any website to clone is you end up with a page which has which can be cloned and remixed now in between the site identity, the design style, and the blocks. And so what we can do is we can mix and match all of these, and we can create a site, a page that we're happy with, and then we can just say, actually, you know what? We want to take that same design, that same structural layout, that same color scheme, but now combine it with a new product. Or we want to take this product, but actually, instead of doing a sales page for it, we want to generate an OTO for it, or we want to generate a landing page, and that is literally just a change of these menus here. Okay, it's absolutely insane. We also have backlinks, and this is one of the things that I'm actually most proud of. This is actually a relatively simple kind of isolated part of the tool, but what we do is we basically pull up all the top backlinks for our competitors. And, you know, the thing about backlinks I found is it seems very, very scary, very, very intimidating. In actual fact, when you go and research and look at what your competitors are doing in terms of generating backlinks, you'll find in most cases that there are a few sites that are, you know, very, very easy to get backlinks from. Talking about sites where you can submit things very simply. You can submit links, you can submit articles. In some cases, you can just go and buy your way in and just and buy a link. These are things that are very, very easy to do. We don't need to try and, you know, turn backlinks in 2026 into some kind of mysterious thing. They are known quantities. And the simplest thing, of course, that we want to do is to go and find backlinks that our competitors are using, and then gradually over the course of a few days and a few weeks, and maybe in some cases a few months, start to replicate those backlinks. Now, there's two ways to do this. One is to go to the backlinks page and actually research backlinks. The second way to do this, though, is to simply add your competitors and have the AI agent go and find their backlinks so that you can now go in and clone them. And then finally on this page, we have the content that we've actually generated over the last few days, or more accurately in most cases, that the AI agent has generated or recommended for us to post actually, and we can go and now post these up ourselves. So that is the homepage, that is the dashboard. Hopefully you can see that the vast majority of this is done agentically, it's done automatically. This is not something that we need to do. We can go in and dive into all these different pages and fine tune things and create things and do things manually, but it is either 99% automated, or in most cases now it is 100% done by the AI agents.
For the truth, I'm reviewing UniBuilder AI Bundle, which the sales page presents as a complete 4-in-1 agentic site builder bundle. The big promise is simple. Paste a URL, clone a proven affiliate site, inject your links, and let the AI agent keep improving the site with keyword and content automation. The problem here is obvious. Building affiliate sites the traditional way can take time, technical setup, and constant content work. This bundle is aimed at people who want a simpler workflow. Something that can help them launch faster, update sites more easily, and avoid monthly SaaS fees. According to the page, the workflow starts with site cloning in about 60 seconds. Then the agentic growth engine looks for zero competition keywords, scans breaking news, injects affiliate links, and publishes SEO content every day. It also says the system connects with tools like Google Search Console, Google News, JVZoo, ClickBank, Warrior Plus, Cloudflare, Netlify, and GitHub pages. This is where the value positioning gets strong. The bundle includes the UniBuilder AI Frontend, UniBuilder AI Unlimited, 30 DFY $1 million sites, and agency rights. The sales page also highlights voice commands, a mobile app, a remix engine, quick site creation, and auto-updating content. So it's not just one tool. It's a stack of tools and licenses wrapped into one purchase. The front-end price shown on the page is $267 one time. The page also shows a higher regular bundle price and says you're saving $150 today only. It emphasizes no monthly fees ever and a 30-day money-back guarantee. I'm not seeing any clearly disclosed upsell chain here, so the safest read is that the visible offer is the main bundle price. The page leans hard on proof-style claims. It says the included DFY sites are responsible for over $5 million in combined proven sales. And it also references cloned sites that can reach $10,000 per day. It includes a comparison table against tools like Wix AI, Squarespace, WordPress Autobloggers, ChatGPT, Jasper, and monthly SaaS builders. That comparison is clearly meant to position UniBuilder AI Bundle as the more automated, one-time option. I'd say this is best for affiliate marketers who want speed, beginners who want a simpler site-building process, and agency users who want commercial rights and a way to build client sites. If you like the idea of one-time pricing and a bundle that includes both software and DFY site assets, this will probably stand out to you. My honest take: UniBuilder AI bundle looks compelling if you want an automation-first affiliate site system with one-time pricing, bundled assets, and agency rights. The page makes strong claims, so I'd treat the sales copy as vendor positioning rather than guaranteed outcomes. But as a bundled offer, the value stack is definitely aggressive and clear. If you want to check it out, use my link in the description.